everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca and I'm here today to talk to you about what happens in my planner when my life gets fucked up. In my last video, my December setup, which is linked I haven't done this in a while. It's linked up above in the cards. I told you I would be telling you and showing you what happens in my life and in my planner. I told you that I would talk to you about what happens in my life and my planner when things get fucked up. And they did in September. So we're going to just have a flip. There's probably going to be some jump cuts because I'm not really super prepared for this. And there's stuff I'm going to want to not necessarily show. So, first things first, my scheduler. This keeps trucking along because I fill this in at the beginning of the month. However, honestly, I do forget to put in new appointments. When my life is chaotic, my planning just kind of stops and it's really not healthy. I do still use my Medi-Cal. This is why I never get rid of this, because I use this, like here's where I got my second shot of Moderna. I use this to write down my medications I take and stuff, so that way I don't accidentally overtake medication and such, right? So no matter what, this spread gets used. The next spread I tried to do spending tracker. We fell off the wagon. Here's my habit tracker, not filled. My time tracker, not filled. And all of these, now the time tracker and the spending tracker probably wouldn't have gotten filled to begin with. And I will also link up above in the cards just my bullet journal playlist so you can see the videos of my setup for these guys, these months. I just didn't get filled. So these were probably falling off anyways. Gratitude log. Victory log. My log for my spouse and my son. All of it just kind of stops. And so here was my dailies going on. And my weeklies, and everything was going well. I'm loving being back in my A5. Here's a weekly. I was trying to plan schooling more for my kiddo. And, you know, it wasn't working the most well, but I was trying, and I'll see if I get back to that. And some dailies. And here's where everything started. I did my weekly alignment trying. I set up for that week. And then as you can see, very little happened. September 13th, September 18th, 5 days, didn't even touch it. I was trying to do, this was me, oh, I accidentally skipped a page. So then I came back later when I was preparing my Samhain reading and I used this page. Didn't even finish that week. Made a new week, 21st, 23rd, 25th. I put out the days so that way I would use them, hopefully. And as you can see, that didn't fucking happen. Here I was trying once again to pick it back up. And September took 15 to 70 things just stop. I love this theme. And it didn't start again in October, even though I tried. I got some steam, and then it went away. There was lots of things being missed. There's lots of empty spaces because life just has been shitty. And so 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th, this was when I started trying to do my planning. And even that didn't work. I love this. Shameless plug. This is a new moon in Libra and my moon return reading. I offer new moon, full moons, and moon return readings now. Those are all on my Calendly, which is in the description box down below. All of those, the new moon, the full moon, and and moon returns, they're all astrological things. And so I've created spreads using the Heavenly Bodies astrology deck and the Star Seeker Tarot combined. I've found ways to dive really deeply into specific points in time, like the full moon, like the new moon, like a moon return, a moon return happens roughly every 28 days when the moon goes to where it was in the sky when you were born. And I did a video with some of this stuff before, which I'll link up above in the cards. The cool thing is, all of these, like if we have a full moon in Cancer, I do the reading and I'm able to personalize it to your birth chart so it's more applicable to each individual person. So these are things I'm doing. I'm super excited about. Check out those links. At this point, I was starting to try and pick it back up. But honestly, I wasn't doing anything. It just all stops. It just all stops when my life goes chaotic. And I'm trying to power through it, because the thing is, when even this month, I did better this month, but when I'm keeping up with these ones this time, which is good. It's the 23rd as I'm filming this, the 23rd of November. When my life gets turned upside down, I freeze. And I just kind of stop doing things. Here's cool. Here's where I've started. I've started journaling in my journal. But I freeze and I stick. And things just kind of stop happening. And I think it's important that we talk about that, because it's hard. My brain needs my journal. I've been bullet journaling for 5 years now. About 5 years and 4 months. And it has made such a difference on my brain and on my life. It helps my brain feel clearer and more functioning. It's made a huge difference. And oftentimes I've started running into comments where people will say, loving comments where friends will tease, they'll be like, just write it in your planner and then you'll do it. And I'm like, do you have any idea how often I don't actually do the things I write in my planner? Almost every day. Look at this. This is yesterday. I had this whole list. I did 2 things. On paper, it can really seem like I've got my life together, when really I don't. And so, even though that was a fast flip through, it felt important to show you guys the reality of what my journal has looked like with all this chaos. I journal and it clears my head, and my journaling has helped with a lot of aspects of my life. And a pretty journal doesn't mean that anyone always has their life together. All it means is they made a pretty journal. So I wanted to show you the parts that weren't so pretty. I never try to hide that stuff anyways. I always try to just be open and show my mistakes and show that kind of stuff, because nuts to perfectionism. Fuck it. I'm not here for it. The past 2 months have been, because like I said, it's November 23rd as I'm filming this. It's been 2 months and like 12 days. And wow, it's been almost 2.5 months. And my whole life has changed. And I wanted to just share what my journal was like through that process. I kept trying, and I will keep trying. And one day, mark my words, one day I will learn how to persevere and keep going with even just my little bullet journal stuff when my life goes chaotic. I will learn not to let my biggest spiritual and self-care tool, this is it for me. I pour my heart and my soul into my journaling. It is my number one self-care tool. It is the number one thing that helps me in my day-to-day life. It helps me with so many things. It is my number one spiritual practice, is my things using journaling. And mark my words, one day I will learn not to let this get thrown out the window when life decides to smack me in the face. So if you need that reminder too, then take it. Pick up that book, pick up that pen, pick up that paintbrush, pick up whatever it is that you put aside when life smacks you in the face. I wish I hadn't let it slide so much this past 2 months. 2.5. But I did. And that's what it looked like for me. And so I wanted to share that. And that's it. Don't forget to give this weird video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment, all that stuff. I don't feel like a big fancy sign off, so have a good one. Lots of love. Bye.